This is Grok Trade 101 Courses, Part 2, Trading Infrastructure. Real quick, our educational disclaimer. This is for educational purposes only. We are here to teach and educate you to be a trader and not to give you financial advice. If you seek financial advice for your securities, that needs to come from a professional financial advisor, and that is strongly encouraged. All right, let me introduce you to one of our mentors, Mark the Meerkat, also your host to the 101 courses. He is a mentor, a trader, an analyst, a host to the Grokstar day trading chat room here at Grok Trade. Mark the Meerkat has mentored over 180 traders. He trades actively for a living and does it daily, so you are in good hands. So with no further ado, let's turn this over to your host, Mark the Meerkat.
Thanks for the introduction, Keisha, and let's get right into trading infrastructure. The stuff we need to trade with. That's right, better tools makes for better trading. This is section we're going to talk about online trading information. What's available out there for free? What do you have to pay for? How about trading computers? Hey, let's talk about that one. And then we got charting platforms, and we have online trading brokers. You ready to go? Let's go. First of all, let's talk about the online trading education stuff that is out there. There's tons of free stuff, free webinars, videos, people's opinions about everything. Problem is, there is so much of it out there. It's kind of like 1,000 scattered points of light out there. And it's really hard to assimilate that into something that makes sense. And you can, because of the sheer volume of it, it could just be paralysis of analysis. There's some paid stuff out there, and it is more segmented and more organized, and the data points are usually kind of structured in some way, but they're very systems focused. And Grok Trade, we do offer two sides to this. We have a free site. Everything is free on there. And then we have our advanced trading education site, which for some tuition, we provide you with the training. That's groktrade.com. So here's freeonlinetradingeducation.com. What do we have there? We have free structured environment for education. That's the whole purpose for our site. And we have daily videos to show you what we are seeing in the broad markets each and every day. We have the 101 course, which you're in right now. And then we have the chart school. This is our most popular area to go to, our free chart school. What other free stuff is out there? Well, we've got finviz.com. That's one of my favorite sites. It has scanners and all sorts of live market information. We have investopedia.com. If you have any question regarding anything about trading or investing, that's the place to go. Just answer it and they'll give you the straight stuff on it. Then we got Google, MS Money, and Yahoo, and several others. Now, it's important that these all give you information. It's not necessarily an education. Big difference between that. That's taking the knowledge that you have gained, but then actually applying it to a trading system that might work for you. Now, we're on our premium site at groktrade.com. We provide their tuition-based services so that you can become a real savvy trader there. Now, the 101 course here is kind of a lead into all that. Our 301 mentoring, that's where you are live, hands-on application, 3 days intensiveness of training, but then you go beyond that when you start to implement it on your own. We walk right beside you, we get your personal coaching, and it comes with the 201 course to prepare you for that meeting with the mentor and the training that you're going to have with us there. Now, the Stock Picks V newsletter, that's where we fundamentally screen stocks for both bullish and bearish, come up with the best of the best, and then we actually show you how to technically trade them, exact entry points on those. Then we have the Grokstar Day Trading Chat Room, which I am a host of. If you're a intraday trader, why not do it with a bunch of other like-minded people in that room? That's what's available out there on the internet, both free and some paid. How about your trading computer? Yeah, the big whiz-bang machine. Well, we don't want to overdo on this, but we certainly want to have the right tool for the job. In your computer, We're going to talk about the hardware requirements and then also monitors. This happens to be my setup. This is right after I had just gotten my custom built computer and my three 24-inch monitors there. So what you see on the screens isn't that way anymore. I've now organized it to be effective for me, but you can see what my particular setup is. Now you can now trade not only off of desktops and laptops, but those good old tablets and iPads. There you can trade right off of those, and even your smartphone anymore. So things have really accelerated here the last few years, and you can trade off a lot of different things. Now with your iPad, iPhone, there are lots of apps out there for trading. And one I like in particular is Bloomberg.com. There's also Yahoo, Google Finance, and your trading platform will also have an app for either your iPad or your iPhone. It's amazing what they have available to you now at your fingertips. Android is the same thing. Again, there's some of the other apps, and just look up the best and most highly rated ones out there. If you're looking for stock charts or stock alerts or for quotes, those are some of the keywords that you may want to use. Then we have the monitors. If you are a position trader or a swing trader, one single monitor is good as long as you have a adequate monitor. And then there are multiple monitors if you need to add a little more real estate. That picture there on the lower left is one from our mentoring student. That's his setup. And then the one on the lower right, that's ridiculous. How could you ever get anything to line up on that? That is way overdone. So for a single monitor, we're talking about at least 17-inch if you have a laptop. That's really the minimum that you want to use. Why? Because you trade what you see, and you've got to be able to see the charts clearly on there, and resolution is important. And then as far as the desktop, 19-inch is a minimum. As you saw, I have three 24s. But, pick a size that's most economical for what you're going to need. But the resolution is important. That 1920 by 1080 is very important, so you can clearly see the charts. Now, the refresh rate is also important. It needs to be as fast as possible, less than 5 milliseconds. And the faster it is, the better the graphics card you're going to need. Now, monitors for travel, there's lots of them out there now. And it's kind of I actually own the one that's just right there on the lower part, and actually that's the computer I have as well, Asus, and it's 16 inches, and it weighs 2 pounds, and it's the thickness of a pencil, and it gives you 1080p resolution. Unbelievable. Just love it. And you can see actually on the lower right over there, that was a setup with my old computer and my old monitors where we could set up and trade. That was in Las Vegas while I was doing the mentoring program. Now, the USB line for both power and video. You don't have any other cords, so just the one connection, and you're good to go. Now, multiple monitors, as we talked about. Again, if you're intraday trader, that may be necessary, and it's kind of nice to have at least add an additional one if you're just a position or swing trader. It increases your productivity. Now, they have these graphic cards. Now, they can support usually 2 monitors. So if you're going to have 4 monitors, you may have to add 2 graphics cards so that you have enough cords out there. Then they do have what they call multiple adapter for monitors, and so just be sure that it doesn't split it. When you splitting it, it isn't compromising the quality of the picture. Now we got the universal power supply. This is your backstop, especially if you're an intraday trader. What if you have a power bump or you lose power and you're in the middle of a trade? Well, a UPS or a universal power supply actually is a power. If you have power outage, it's a giant battery that's constantly charging and can provide power up to 30 minutes or even an hour, depending on how big a one you get. It also protects against power surges. Now, it's important that you get one with at least 4 outlets, and this is why. Mistake I made when I first got one. You have to plug in not only your computer and at least one monitor, you have to plug in your modem and router. If you lose power, what's going to happen? Oh my goodness gracious. Yeah, you may not be connected to the internet if you don't have those in there as well. So it's like a big battery. It keeps you powered up in the event of a failure or even a power bump. Final thoughts here. You might go with bigger and faster. Multiple monitors can help, but you need to have a hard drive backup for your data. An emergency power supply is necessary, especially if you're doing intraday trading. Broadband internet, and faster the better. Now, let's talk about your charting software. That's right, we are going to trade what we see, so we need charts to see what's happening with the stock. And we're going to need data for that, market data. Important part is you need to decide, do I need real-time data, which many times you have to pay for, or is delayed data okay, which is usually free. So if you're an end-of-day trader, swing trader, position trader, you don't have to pay for real-time data, but there are some other sources for it. Now, within that data, you need price, volume, indicators, and oscillators that you're going to use to actively trade, as well as fundamental and data and news. You need trade and market data available on that charting software, as well as the equities, the indexes, the options, futures, and currency, the data to do that. Some charting software will not give you futures data. Some of it will not give you options data. Some of it will not give you currency. So you have to have a charting software for what you are trading. Now let's talk about the free stuff out there. We have TradingView.com. That one is available for free, as we have Thinkorswim. We have FreeStockCharts.com by Wharton. We've got big charts. We've got stock charts. So let's talk first about TradingView. It has free real-time data, which is from the BATS exchange only, which is just great for end-of-day trading, position and swing. Now, in intraday, for the thinner traded ones, it's not as good. But hey, if you don't have to pay for anything, that's great. It's web-based. You can use it on any operating system. It's very customizable. And we also have a huge selection of oscillators and indicators in here. And then we've got Thinkorswim, which is owned by TD Ameritrade. With a free account you can set up. It's actually their trading platform. They have some of the best charting available on any trading platform out there. And you get real-time data, and it's professional grade. You can change it. There's two different systems in there. You can change it to look any way you want. Now, as far as fee-based charting, there's some TradingView.com, eSignal, TC2000, that's the Wharton, and also the TradeStation. So let's talk about TradingView.com. Again, this is the premium one, but doesn't cost that much. They have Pro Plus, premium levels, and they've got, I think I'm in Pro Plus, costs me about $20 a month for, and then $2 for 4 different indexes. That's a total of $28 a month for data and the platform. That's very, very reasonable, folks. And we've got trading tips from other traders. You can connect socially with them, and you do the trend lines, the chart options, the indicators and oscillators, and they're all saved. The upper one on the right there is my swing trading setup. The one down below is my day trading setup. And you can see you can do it in many different ways. And it is socially robust. You can easily chat with other traders about what are they seeing in the markets, as well as what is their chart setups and how are they doing and indicating different things. Then there's eSignal with award-winning data service, and now they have a terrific charting program out of it as well. It's award-winning data, crisp and clean charts, very intuitive to use. It has all the bells and whistles available to you. The disadvantage is it's going to cost you for all those bells and whistles. I know, about 180 bones a month. So that one can be expensive, but it is the Cadillac. And then we've got the TradeStation. This is the one that the geeks all like. It gives you real-time data, but it's professional grade. You can do a lot of logarithms and other customizable features to it. The geeks really like that. And it's free if you have a minimum number of trades on their trading platform. Now, final thoughts here. You got to find a trading service that works for you. The first decision you have to make, do I need real-time data or not? There are free real-time options out there. It's just that if you don't need it, I wouldn't pay for it. If you do need it, make sure you get a good one. You need to be able to save your chart setups, your watch list, and your trend lines. That's very, very important, so you have to keep redoing it every time. Now, be careful that you're not being too stingy here and sacrificing data needs that you actually need. Just make sure that you're not overpaying for things you don't use. Next, let's look at online brokers, the actual trading platforms. And there's a lot of them out there. There's a lot of really good ones out there. Let's talk about the characteristics of it. First of all, we've got direct access broker. If you're an intraday trader, definitely need to have direct access. That means that when you place your order, it goes directly to the broker. There's no delay at all. Now, there is web-based, which is just fine for swing trading, position trading, and the end-of-day traders. Problem is, it's slightly delayed just because it's going through the web and then to the brokerage firm. Then we got cheap commissions. If this is a trading business, we need to keep our expenses to a minimum, and commissions are a necessary expense. So we need to just have them cheap. And then we've got to have good fills, folks. If you don't have good fills, that's going to really impact our trading effectiveness. And charting, well, that's just kind of a nice to have. So here's the brokers, and there's just a few of them in alphabetical order. E-Trade, Interactive Brokers, Options Express, Robinhood. You can read them. But look at this one in the middle here, this Robinhood. Free commissions. That's right, free commissions. Now the thing is, it is only on iOS operating systems. It's an app-based system for Apple products. That's right, but free commissions. Can't get much lower than that, can you? Check it out, see if it might work for you. All right, let's look at a couple of these. Thinkorswim we've mentioned before, but reasonable commissions there. And free robust charting. That's right, when you have an account with them, you get the charting with live data, folks. Great customer service. And again, as most of these platforms have, they have a lot of recorded training programs, and they do also at Thinkorswim. They have Auto Trading Manager available, and it is a direct access broker. This is Thinkorswim, and again, it's owned by Ameritrade, and Ameritrade has its own platform. We are recommending the Thinkorswim version. Then there's Interactive Brokers. This is one I happen to use for my day trading, and it is the one that more professionals use than any other one. One reason is I like to use it. Inexpensive commissions, half a cent in, half a cent out, $1 per transaction. That can be cheap. Then we've got lightning fast order fills. Multiple accounts can be linked to this one platform. You're there, all you have to do is change accounts, and it's right there in front of you. And also, you can trade all kinds of different types of securities. You can trade Forex, you can trade bonds, you can trade stocks, ETFs, all under this account. You just need permissions, but the point is you can do foreign exchanges for that matter. So as you're developing as a trader and you begin to move on to other things, this one you can trade everything under. And they do tend to weed out the newbies, and that they're mostly professionals. They're not going to do hold handing like how do you short a stock. No, they don't do that, but they have a lot of recorded webinars on how to use their system and different trading strategies. By that, they'll take care of you on any technical issues you have. They're just not there so much for the newbies. They're used to dealing with professionals. Some final thoughts. Ask an experienced trader, what are they using and why do they like it? And search and compare the different websites. Decide what you need for your trading and see who's going to fulfill on that the best. Which one has the best software, real-time quotes, and market tools. And to compare the fees. And this is important. Again, we have to minimize our expenses in trading, and that includes commissions and other fees that might be associated with it. So they might have some fees on stocks and ETFs, but there will be different fees on options, futures, and currencies. So find out what those are if you're going to be trading those. So in trading infrastructure, we've talked about online trading information, trading computers, trading platforms, online trading brokers. Whoo, boy, it was a big mouthful there, wasn't it? Now, if you're going to become a savvy trader, you must be adequately educated. This is just a sliver of what you're going to need to know in order to go out there and trade the markets comfortably and with confidence. You must have a training mentor, not just someone to teach you what could be effective for you, but also as you begin to implement it for your trading, that they're walking right alongside of you. Your next step, enroll in a free webinar called Meet the Mentor. You learn about what our mentorship program is about and how it might benefit you. Again, it's not that long, but it starts to answer all the questions you might have. Go to groktrade.com, and sign up for that Meet the Mentor program. Our next lesson, well, what have we been doing so far? Well, we talked about foundations and infrastructure. Next, we're going to talk about technical basics. This is the Meerkat. Learn to trade well.